Hello, my name's Vicky McClure and I'm an actor. I appeared in the BBC drama Mother's Day, which told the story of the Warrington bombing in 1993.
Because no more bombs can be planted in our name.
Heard about that lady, the one from Dublin trying to do something.
My name is Danny Mays. I played the role of Colin Parry in Mother's Day. Colin, along with his wife Wendy, founded the Peace Centre after they lost their son Tim in a terrorist attack.
There was a huge reaction to the show, so myself and the fellow actors in the show went to visit the Peace Centre that was set up in memory of Tim and Jonathan, who lost their lives in the bombing. We got to see firsthand the incredible work that is being done at the Peace Centre. We then became patrons of the charity. And this film will showcase just how needed this charity is and how much we need your support.
The COVID-19 pandemic has been a real challenge for all of us, particularly for families and children. It has had a significant negative impact on the economy, health and social care, intensified by the continuing public health restrictions. The return to education has seen schools and colleges on the front line and unearthed severe consequences experienced by children, their families and, of course, educators.
For the first few weeks, everything seemed fine. However, about 3 weeks in, we started to see disruptive behaviour, unkind words, tears, fears of coming into school, and that was a manifestation of their fears and of their grief.
The education regulator Ofsted's report into the impact of the pandemic finds that children who were hardest hit by school closures and restrictions have regressed in some basic skills and learning. During this film, we will hear what the programme is about and how vital it is for those taking part.
So what we're going to do, you can either draw an emoji or you can write down how you think they're feeling.
The STEPS programme gives them an avenue on why positive communication is necessary. They can express their feelings more readily and they understand that it's all right to be sad, it's all right to get frustrated, but it's the way you handle it that's important.
The STEPS programme, developed by the Peace Foundation, is not just helping children and their families, it is also supporting school heads, leadership teams, teachers and governors in coping and recovering. This programme covers 3 different areas. Tiny Steps is a giant board game where young people have several tasks to perform. It helps with conflict resolution skills, building confidence and respect for others.
And it starts getting louder and heavier.
Tiny Steps is a interactive, participatory, experiential storytelling mat. There's a number of kind of key activities and reflection points and storytelling points that's trying to explore how young people respond to conflict and to different kind of antagonistic behaviours such as anger, frustration.
And then suddenly I get pushed out. I'm wondering, why does it happen to me? Why can't I stay with that group? I don't like feeling like that, do you? No. I think what we're going to have to do is try and make them feel a little bit better.
So part of the storytelling mat is the story of some aliens crash landing. So the aliens come with a message saying that there's been fighting on their homeworld and they're trying to explore ways in which they can stop this, they can prevent this.
I don't want to call the aliens the blue one or the green one all day. It's a bit rude. Would you guys like to give them nicknames for today?
Throughout the day, we're working with the aliens to work through challenges, to work as a team, and to kind of find different ways of doing things. And we can work together and we can kind of problem solve different kind of scenarios that might make us angry, try and learn, what is causing them, what our reactions are, and find ways that we can resolve them in a kind of more peaceful or less kind of angry and kind of violent fashion. We tell the story of the Warrington bomb and the deaths of Tim and Jonathan as a way to anchor the learning and the process that Wendy and Colin went through.
Colin and Wendy got onto a plane and they went to a place called Northern Ireland. They wanted to know why somebody was so angry that they put 2 bombs in a bin and hurt loads of people?
Our key thing was to not kind of scare or to alarm when recalling this, but use it as a real learning story to kind of share how ultimately, you know, the story of Colin and Wendy and all of their work for peace, you know, you can turn a very violent and sad and angry situation into a positive.
When did I do the Tiny Steps project with you?
It was like a year ago.
A year ago. That's a long time, isn't it? And did you have fun that day?
Yes.
Why was it fun?
Because we played games and we did challenges.
So you played games and you had a lot of challenges. Okay, so would you like to work with more projects with us?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's so
It's
fun.
what?
It's so fun.
It's so much fun, isn't it?
Small Steps promotes social and emotional skills to help young people in their transition into secondary school and adolescence awareness. As part of this programme, we include a 4-week course for up to 12 young people who we and the school feel need extra help. This will help them with coping mechanisms and identifies their trigger points.
So Small Steps is for slightly older primary age students. This is positioned at Key Stage 2. It's a series of activities exploring, you know, positive relations, socialisation, you know, how can we make sure that we're not fighting with our friends, fighting with our siblings, etc. How can we find ways of working through that? So, you know, there's different role-playing exercises, there's different activities that are included in there.
The project also includes trauma awareness training for teachers. This helps them to spot any changes in the children or their colleagues.
For my staff who work very hard, incredibly hard, they're helping the children, but they are suffering grief themselves. Several of the staff have lost family, they've lost mothers, fathers. So to support the children, they need to be able to accept the loss themselves and to find a positive way of dealing with it. The counselling, I know a couple of my staff have gone through counselling with the foundation, and again, those members of staff have come back to me and said, you know, it was one of the most helpful things that they've ever gone through.
Recovering from the pandemic will, of course, take a long time, but the STEPS programme is helping to make this happen. As a father of 2 young children myself, I feel the work of the Peace Foundation is vital and can only continue with the support of all of us. If you would like further information regarding the work of the Peace Foundation or would like to sponsor the STEPS programme itself, please contact info@peace-foundation.org.uk. Thank you very much.